Our love isn't absent problems, but it sure is absent drama. You deserve this kind of love. Unfiltered Heart Talks with the Dawkins.
And we did mention repairs.
Absolutely.
You want to talk
Repairs
about
are important.
repairs?
Yes, repairs are important. So repairs are just what they sound like. It's about not staying in, as you say, the naughty box. So you have a disagreement with your partner, and instead of having a discussion about it, you just completely ignore it. It goes from a pebble to a whole hill of pebbles because it's not addressed, it's not resolved. And one of the things I learned from my therapist this week was that when we get into that heated phase, like emotionally heated because of a disagreement, after we get hit that high of being upset, it takes a man about 20 to 25 or 30 minutes tops to get regulated again hormone wise, because you guys have less hormones, and it takes me a minimum of 45 minutes.
1 hour.
No, it takes a minimum of 45 minutes for me to regulate, because of course women have more hormones, so like
Right.
20 minutes versus 45. And I was told in that therapy session that in instances like that, a minimum of an hour is needed before you try to tackle that issue again.
Yeah.
So you are calm and you're ready to have that conversation after 20 minutes, but I need 45.
Yeah.
So minimum of an hour before we revisit that issue.
How would you
And that's so important. So
yeah.
issues must be resolved. Don't stay in a naughty box.
Yeah. When you are angry or upset or mad at me,
Or we have our tense issues, yes.
how would you say I handle that?
Well, you give me time.
I give you space.
You give me time, you give me space, and it's not space like geographical space,
Right.
but you're not all up in my face trying to solve the problem right here, right now. Nobody's going to sleep kind of issue. Other than that one time when I was like, I'm clocked out, but you give me time, you give me space, and most times we understand that this can't be resolved right now. I'm not there, you're not there, we're not even listening, so we need a recess, you know. But I'm going to throw that question back at you. When you're upset, when you're not pleased with me or something I've said or done, when we're having disagreements or disgruntled, or maybe you're just particularly upset with me, how do you say I handle that?
I think you handle it very well, because whereas in I am going to just not necessarily clock out, but I just allow you to be, and I think that's different from clocking out.
That's true.
You, on the other hand, you're going to still communicate. Whereas in me, I'm just going to sit in my zone, be in my little world until she calms down. That's because in my mind, it's always, I'm not in control of your emotions, so you have to handle that. You have to deal with it. And then when
vice
you
versa.
when you are ready, then we can talk. So I think you handle it in an amazing way. You communicate with me, you talk to me. Breakfast is made, just the same, dinner is done, and you're going to ask me questions. But at the same time, you still give me that space. So I think the only difference is, for me, if you're mad at me, I'm not going to talk to you. I'm just going to let you be. You, on the other hand, you're mad at me, but you're still communicating if you have to, or if you want to ask me something.
The thing is, I find that I can clock out and just not care. But I think that's an immature way of...
It's not that you don't care. You tell yourself that as a defense.
I can clock out and choose not to care.
So you don't think that you use that as a defense?
It's not even a defense. It's like laying a burden down. It's not even a defense at that point.
What do you mean by not caring, though? That's what I'm getting at.
For
Is it that
example, a
you
heated
don't care if
conversation.
it's resolved, or
I'm
you
not. I
just
don't
don't
care about
care?
it right now. It's not important right now. I'm letting this go right now. I'm putting this bag down. I'm not walking around with the bag
Mm-hmm.
because the bag is weighing me down. I'm
Right.
focusing on me. I'm focusing on right now. And honestly, I've become better because
Mm-hmm.
Ebonique, before, when I'm done and I don't care, you like, I'm just out. I don't even care if you calm down and want to come talk to me. I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
But maturity and time and emotional intelligence and maturity says that despite what you might be feeling and what I might be feeling,
Mm-hmm.
this is what this is. And I'm not going to be so mad at you that if I want to know where the charger is, I'm going to be, I'm not, that's stupid.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to you, not because I am waving a white flag, but because that's what intelligent human beings
Yeah.
do.
But it takes
And
maturity to be
exactly.
able to do that.
Yeah.
For me, I say I don't care, but I do care. So that's what I was getting at when I was
So
asking.
yours is a
You know,
defense. Yeah, mine
so
is not a defense.
so
It's just
mine,
laying a burden
yeah.
down because I know how I handle stress, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just a
Mm-hmm.
coping mechanism for me.
Yeah, but will you? What I'm trying to get at, will you say you don't? Because this is from me. I think that as long as you're in a relationship with somebody and you do love them, you care. Even if you tell yourself that you don't care, you do care. Whereas in you might not want to take a burden up. When I go to my own zone and I'm in my own world and I'm letting you be,
Mhm.
that's not me not caring. That's just me understanding that you are in control of your own emotion and you have to regulate that and take full control of it. You know?
Okay.
So you understand where I'm going?
I get what you're
it's not
saying, but I'm wondering if you understand me.
that's what I'm trying to understand when you say
What-
you don't care, because care is a strong word.
Yes.
You know, and when you don't care, you just
Caring
don't
about
care.
something right now and caring about something overall are two
Two
different
different
things.
things. Okay.
So if I say I'm going to put this bag down, of course I'm going to have to pick the bag up and move
Right.
it. But I'm not going to move it right now. My
Right.
energy is going, I'm done. I've exhausted myself with the bag for today. Let's leave the bag here. Maybe I'll come back for it in an hour or two. It doesn't mean I don't care about you or care about the
Right.
relationship
So
or love you.
that's
It means
what I
that right now this is too much.
right.
We are both clocked out.
So
Now we do need
right.
this recess. We
Yeah,
do need this
sometimes
time.
you need
You
a
put the
time
bag
out.
down. I don't care about the bag right now. I'm not even gonna think about the bag.
Right.
I'm actually gonna watch SpongeBob. Right? I'm not gonna. I don't. It's not that I don't care about the relationship, but right now this is not important, and it's in my in the rear view right now.
But it's good to clear that up, because
I'm glad you do you understand where I'm
I
coming
do
from,
understand
though?
you.
Yeah, because I can't
But it's
control
good to
your
clear that
emotion.
up,
Yeah, I
because
can't control
you want
your
you want to
emotions,
communicate that
and you
clearly.
can't control mine. We are
Yes.
as autonomous beings. We are in control of ourselves.
And
So I can't control you. You can't control me. I can't control if you get upset, and you can't control if I get upset. But all I can do is control me, and all
only
you can
control
do is control
me.
yourself. Yes.
Yes, and I think a lot of times people get caught in the trap.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember the day when we were in the gym and we were having this discussion, but it takes maturity to get to a place where you understand that you're not supposed to try to fix your partner. It's not your job, you know.
Exactly.
And you say that, and somebody might be, what? You know,
You don't. They're thinking all of a sudden you don't care.
You don't
You
care.
don't love them.
But
That's
it's
false. That's far
it's
from the truth.
it's a false anomaly, relationship anomaly that society has constructed, and sadly we buy into it, because these are the things that we are seeing in the movies.
Yeah, if you're not fighting for the relationship, if you're not, if it's toxic and you're not fighting for it, or you're not struggling to keep it, like, no, this whole thing about fight for your relationship. No, I don't want to fight for nothing. I want us to work together to keep what we have.
Yes, and that's what
and
do.
build and develop and
you
evolve
be intentional
and
about
be
that.
intentional. I'm
You
not
know,
gonna fight for nothing.
I remember when we watched that movie Notebook.
Yes.
That was our first love novel or movie
You sure?
that we watched.
Or was it Phantom of the Opera? But Phantom is like a mix of.
No, Phantom is not.
So Notebook.
But Notebook is the first one, and that thought me at the time that I need to be fighting. You know, and if you are not okay, I need to come and rescue you all the time, and I need to do this and I need to do that. But as I got older, I understand that these things were all lies. They are toxic, and they are from a broken place. Hollywood is a broken place. So you can't take relationship advice or mentorship from Hollywood, and sadly, that is where most of our mentorship comes from.
Absolutely.
But
the music, the movies.
the music, the movies. Psychological research shows that couples heal when they repair emotional wounds before trying to change behavior. And that is important. Repairs are very vital to the sustainability of a relationship.
Our love isn't absent problems, but it sure is absent drama. You deserve this kind of love. Unfiltered Heart Talks with the Dawkins.